Okay. Hey folks, welcome to another exciting hair day at Faulkner Fixes All. Hey, we're going to get back on this 63 Traveler. I just watched a video from Hoosier Cycle, and I'm inspiring him to work on Schwinns, and he's inspiring me to work on Schwinns. We're kind of in a parallel universe. Anyway, he's working on a 63 Tiger. He put some fenders on it. Turned out pretty cool. He found some fenders from a later Schwinn or some other bike, but it had a little pinstripe on it. It's kind of cool. It's hard to find stock stuff nowadays, and finding parts for older Schwinns when you just get a basket case or a project and it's missing a lot of stuff, it can be challenging. Anyway, today we're going to shine up this back rim. It's over on the touring stand, and we're going to aluminum foil it first with some aluminum foil. And then if that doesn't really work, which it probably won't, we're going to use some quadruple zero steel wool and scratch it up nicely. Now, I did find some washers. I was missing the washers. I looked in my hub box, and there are some hubs with the correct washers. And there's even a 4-speed Sermi Archer hub in there, which is pretty cool. I kind of forgot I had that one. And I'm not going to lace it up for this bike, but I'll lace it up for another Traveler at some point in time. 4-speed hubs are pretty cool. Okay, I think we're just going to deal with the back wheel today. I got the tires off the rack, the dustiest tire rack in the world. And yeah, I guess I'll put you on time lapse, and we'll shine up this wheel. And we'll put a tube and tire in it, and we'll bolt it on, and if we even have time, we might even get a piece of chain out and dial in the drivetrain on this. It'd be nice. It's been sitting here a while, and I did order the parts for the front wheel. There's these special little locks, and they're really goofy for this year, and when they come in, then I'll do the front wheel. Yeah, I actually found them on eBay. They were quite reasonable. I don't think anybody knew what they were. Maybe they did, and they don't care. That's good when you find somebody on eBay that just doesn't care. You should punch that in the search field. People on eBay who just don't care. Lot sale. Okay, let's get to time-lapsing it. You can see me scrub on this wheel and listen to some funky music from Paris or some other planet. Okay. Okay, we are done with cleaning this wheel. It's not bad. There's a few bumpy spots. I'll show you. You're just not going to be able to get this out because it's underneath the chrome kind of thing. The worst spot is right around here. Yeah, I mean, we aluminum foiled it and we quadruple aught steel wooled it. It's just some lumpy stuff under the chrome. You're not going to get that any better. You could get it lumpy and shiny. With some more work, it might be a little better. But this is probably, well, I could probably hit that spot a little. This is probably about as good as you're going to get this S5 tubular. It's not bad for 63. There is a way to remove each spoke end and polish it and then put the spoke back in. I don't think we're getting that excitable today. The rim's pretty true, and I don't want to mess it up by taking on a lot apart. What we did find is we're shy a washer. This one's the wrong one on here. I found some here. We might use one of these. Probably use this nice rusty one. It is correct. With some wire brushing. And on these 3-speed coaster brakes, there are plenty of these little inside retainers. That one's a little bent. This one looks pretty good. I think we're just going to rob that off of there. It's just a junk hub. Well, not junk, but it's just sitting around. And I really like to use these on both sides. So we're going to take this. We're going to take that. Make it look like a 4-speed. Yeah. And let's see. I think this one's bent. Well, that one doesn't look too bad. Yeah, we'll use that. And we're going to use this. And we're going to use that. And the rest of this stuff can just kind of get shoved on a hub or something. So we'll have it. None of that even fits. That's nice. Okay, let's clean this up with a wire brush. Replace it with that one. Replace that. Where is my wire brush? Okay, we're working on it. Wasn't that fun? Aren't you guys glad you didn't have to watch that in real time? Cleaning that wheel. See, I care about my people, you know? Make sure my hair looks good. Okay, let's clean this washer up a little. Just getting the major crud out of there. I mean, I don't have a wire wheel set up. I really should. I have a bench grinder under there somewhere. Under the bench. I just haven't set it up. It's probably good enough for this bike. Yeah, it looks okay. I should actually soak that in vinegar. Okay. All right, we got that rolling. I really don't like these, and I like to use these because there's more thread. You can actually see in there. There's a good 1/4 inch more thread up in there, and they're just better quality. And so what? It looks like a 4-speed. Yeah, get happy. All right, so we're going to put this on this side. Oh, right, we need this. Let's clean that up a little. All right, that special washer goes there. 3-speed only. Those are important. Keep everything all happy. Okay, and then we're going to put that on. It actually fits. And let's put a little oil in that. We don't know what this little part's story is. Let's put a drop of oil in there. Or something. We'll put a dab of grease on there. What the heck? Yeah, we'll just put some grease in there. Make it happy. Okay. So we now have, it now looks like a 4-speed. Isn't that great? Or 5-speed internal. Okay, so now we've got the right parts to actually bolt this to the actual rim. This is a 3-speed coaster brake. You can tell because it has the brake arm the way it is. And I don't really like these. I just have it hanging around. The heat tends to burn up second gear, and that's just my opinion. And this is another Coaster Brake 3. I forget what the difference is. I think this is a dated one. Most of the Coaster Brake 3s don't have a date on them. Like this one. Oh, it does have a date. Let's see what that says. No, it's just 6S3C, which means 3-speed coaster brake. Yeah. S3C. Yeah, most of these, even the patent date doesn't really have a date on them. It does, but you can't really tell the date on most Coaster Break 3s, except if they're the older ones, they are dated. See, 1960, 12 of 60. So if it's an older one, yes, there is a date on it. And the older ones are superior. I don't know. That's just my opinion. And this is a 4-speed hub. You can always tell the 4-speed because it has the little indicator there. There's no chain there. This is not the internal 5-speed. There's no chain. There's just an indicator there. And I'll show you. Let's put this on there and I'll show you. And that just lets you know as you're in gear. It's just a little indicator. It has to be covered though, or you'll ding it on something and mess up your hub. So that goes there, and that's just a little indicator. You can always tell a 4-speed bike. It'll have 2 of these, one on each side, and we can fool people into thinking that we have a 4-speed. You can put this on here. Actually, these nuts, like I said, they're superior. These get chewed up really bad, and I don't know what it is about these. Something in the factory. There's just more threaded area in here. And yeah, you can fool people. It's a 4-speed. No, it's not. Okay, so let's get the tire. And let's, I think I'll put you back on time-lapse and give you a break. Because I have to start the compressor. And we got these new tires here. And it would be great to get this rim on today with the chain. So let's put you back on time-lapse. And I still haven't changed this stupid washer in here. I gotta find the right one. Now's the time. Anyway, let's get you back in. And at least the cranks are done. Let's get you back in. And we'll go from there. And put you on time-lapse while I do this wheel. No, it's not perfect, but it turned out pretty well. We sprayed some liquid silicone and seated it up really nice. It's a brand new Kenda. There's about 68 pounds in it, and 65 is maximum. That's fine. A couple pounds over. Make sure we get this silicone off the rim. It'll evaporate. All right, and we got these special washers I found for this side and this non-stock wrong side bolt that I like to use. And let's pop it in, and then we'll put you back on time lapse, and you can listen to some more music while I do the chain. You guys there? Where would you be? Okay, good. Thanks for tuning in. It's the only channel that matters. All right, let's see how this does with these new washers and the correct reproduction tire. There's one. Oh, yeah, we are having an issue already. Come on now. Don't make me get excited. Yeah, these are... There's some other ones. I might use this other one. Let's go get this other washer. It's a little thinner. Yeah, I'm not quite down with this one washer. Let's take one of these off this 3-speed coaster. Yeah, this one looks pretty good here. I'm having some clearance issues on that frame, and I'm hoping this slightly different washer will help. Clean it up a little. Yeah, we're going to use this style instead of the pressed metal one. It appears to be just a tad bit skinnier, and I think we need that. Let's put it on this side. See, this is the difference. It's a little skinnier in diameter. It's about the same this way, but it's a little skinnier in overall. That might help us. Let's see. All right, here we go. All right, let's go back over here. Hey, if anybody has a red and white S seat, I'd really like it. You'll see the seat I'm going to have to use unless you guys chime in. I've been successful selling a few parts to people, and a really nice guy in California sent me some shifters for that copper tone Varsity. I actually took them right off his bike because he wasn't using them. And I've been, you know, mildly successful. It's not like people are just handing over the parts to me. I can't see. But, you know, if you had a good one, it doesn't have to be super nice because this whole frame is all faded and stuff. Oh, that's the one. Okay, we're going to need a little screwdriver or something. Give me a second. Yeah, it doesn't have to be show quality. You know, just like rider quality. Some nice faded red and white one. You know, it'd be nice. Oh, there's one. That's close. How's this one? Okay. Whew, man. That sucker did not want to go in. Okay, that one is slotted. And this one is also slotted in. Oh, yes. All right. So we're going to line it up to the witness marks here that where it was originally. And, oh, I put it in backwards. I put the hub in backwards. Why didn't you guys tell me? Why didn't you guys tell me that? I make the mistakes so you don't have to. Man, I'm glad I caught that. Maybe I'll edit that out. Nope. No, we're not going to edit out the mistakes. We're going to make it right. That was hilarious. Oh, okay. Back we go. Oh, that was funny. This one. Come on now. You were so nice a minute ago. Come on now. You were lovey-dovey a minute ago. There we go. Okay. Whew. Okay, don't put the wheel in with the chain wheel on the wrong side. Take note. We're going to line it up to the witness marks, and we're going to make sure this other one's slotted in. And it did. Okay. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Nice and free, easy adjustment and movement. And we're going to put it back to where it used to be bolted in and deal with the chain. And that was just mildly embarrassing. Oh yeah, I've been working on bikes for years. I never make a mistake. That was a rookie mistake. Okay, the fender's rubbing for some unknown reason. Where's that rubbing at? Is it the brake? Oh, it's the brake. Okay. All right, let's give that a little snuggie. We probably will have to adjust that when we deal with the chain. Okay, looking good. Okay, so when you use one of these on the other side, it would be nice if it matched, but it's not. Sturmey Archer. You know, it's just, I don't know what it is, but these are just better fasteners. The threads go way into that hole. The quality of this nut is better. It's not chewed up. I don't know what it is. Those other ones are always chewed up on that side. Anyway, this is ready to put a chain on. I think we're golden. Yeah, that's not bad. That is not a bad rim. That's probably better than most of my Travelers. There's a little run out. And it's a little noisy. Like I said, we don't really know about this hub yet. It's noisy. It's definitely noisy. We'll give it a shot. We will give it a shot. Yeah, that's a noisy hub. Okay, let's get the garage door chain out and hook it up. I think I'll time-lapse you for that. That's way too annoying digging through stuff. Hey, a subscriber asked me what the difference was between a 34 and a 37 Schwinn. And he was looking at a 34 Aerocycle or looking to buy one. I have a book somewhere. I can't find it, but it's a really good book. It's not normal. It's not one of the normal cheapy books you find. It was printed in like the 60s. It's a really thick book. I have it somewhere, and it shows every year Schwinn ever made anything. It even shows the production years of the wartime era when it was like olive drab, whatever, wood block pedals and no chrome and just a strictly diamond frame. It even shows the wartime production, what the picture looked like. It shows pictures of the wartime bikes. They're very like wooden grips and wooden pedals and not a glint of chrome anywhere, no reflectors, it's wartime stuff. They needed World War II, they needed all the materials for that. I'm surprised that Schwinn even made bikes during that time, but they did. They were very basic, austere, very utilitarian, and it even shows those. And that book, when I find it, will actually, we could probably decide where the rub marks are, where the Thanx go on, and you could probably, it doesn't have serial numbers, and I don't think you're going to find any serial numbers from 34 and 37. Somebody out there might. So this is a call out to one of our subscribers. He wanted to know what the difference is between 34 and 37, and if there's any serial number activity that you know about, chime in, or if there's a reference somewhere. I don't think you can go to bikehistory.org and find out. If I can find that book, we can get a kind of a baseline what the Aerocycle was and what the 34 model looked like, and maybe you could tell by the frame where the tank was rubbing or mounted, or I don't know. Hey, I had a couple of 34s back in the day. One was a very short frame bike. It was a cruiser with twin bars, and the frame was really short, and I remember selling it for quite a bit of money. So I don't have any of that style, that old. I've got some near that, but not that old. Okay, let's get this chain. Oh, and that's basically a call out to subscribers. Like, somebody will know maybe what the serial number started with in 34, where they're located, probably under the bottom bracket. And maybe the main difference, I think the Aerocycle was maybe 1 or 2 years only, and was definitely a very unique and very rare item. So if I can find that book, we'll do a little educational Faulkner 5-second video, and we'll get to it. Anyway, let's get this chain out. Let's figure it out. I'm gonna put you on time lapse. Listen to some music, dance around. I don't know, increase your blood flow. Do something. There's a little bit of a, where the garage chain bolts to garage door openers, it kind of stresses it and bends it a little bit, so I had to cut a little section out that was bent. I used this style master link, even though it was a rusty one. I like those better, and always face this little clip in the direction that you're pedaling so it doesn't snap off on you. People have died actually on motorcycles. It's not a laughing matter actually. I didn't have to use a half link. I have a couple here just in case. I did not have to use that. When you go even, like this was an 18 and now it's a 22. I can't remember what that is. I think it's a 22. When you go in even increments, then it just, the chain gets multiplied out by 1 link or something. If you go even, like if it was from a 18 to a 21 or a 23, then you would definitely have to use the half link, but we're okay. Hub is a little noisy, and so we're going to test it out on the next one. Okay, we're going to test it out on the next video, make sure the hub's not too noisy. We're really close to actually testing this. Well, let's give the hub a spin right now. It's kind of noisy, but we knew that going in. If you looked at the other videos, I am pounding on a frozen hub, and you know. Okay, we're in third. Oh, it's rubbing on the brake. Not too bad. There's second. There's first. Second. Third. Actually, I think what's happening is when you have a 3-speed on the stand, the hub noise is amplified from it being on the stand and being free like that. This is not bad. We'll know once I test this. It's really close to testing. I'm not going to test it on this front wheel because the adjustment's way out of whack, and I don't want to ruin any bearings that are tight, and you know, that is definitely not something that's happy the way this is out, and there's no adjusters cinching those down, and it's tight, and the rim liner's coming out, and furthermore, it sucks. Okay, we're getting close to testing this. We made good progress today. We've got the 3-speed adjuster nut on this side. I really like to use these. The threads are better. It's all dialed in. It's got the 22 on there. That should be pretty good. Okay, so subscribers, since you're not kicking down the red and white S seat, you know, I'm forced to use this. I have to change the one to the right. That's the incorrect diameter there. This is the non-Schwinn. It won't fit, but I'll change it over. But this is what I'm forced to use. Look at that. Terrible. That's disgusting. So, you know, I need that red and white S seat, so chime in, folks, you know. Okay, I think that's it for now. The next video, we're going to fix this front wheel. I got some parts coming. They were cheap. And we are going to test this. I don't think that hub's that bad, actually. I think the sound is just amplified on the frame stand. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, peace out, you guys. And check out Hoosier Cycles. It's Hoosier Cycles. He's in a parallel universe. It's really strange, man. Like, he's working on Schwinns that are almost the exact same year. You know, it's Twilight Zone stuff, man. All right, peace out, guys. Yeah, actually, folks, this won't be so bad. These turned out not great, you know. The dishwasher, I mean, me scrubbing them, hand scrubbing them, you know. We didn't put them in the dishwasher. They turned out okay. One side's better than the other. You know, we'll put that side out. And this seat so matches, so I think I'm just gonna go with this seat. I mean, it's funny how the sun-baked part always doesn't clean up, but the back of these always cleans up well, and the front underside cleans up well. This may have been one of those speckly glitter seats. It's hard to say if that's just, you know, dirt and mold or whatever's in there, or if that was some kind of glitter spray back in the day. I didn't think, go out here in the light. I didn't think small messenger seats had the whole glitter thing going on. It's hard to say. Chime in if you guys know. It doesn't look like overspray. It just looks like some sun baking. Anyway, I gotta change that collar to the small one. Yeah, anyway, it matches the grips perfectly. So this is what we're gonna run. So I think in the next video we'll have this on. We'll have the front brake cabled. And, well, we gotta deal with this front rim. We'll get as far as we can. I'm not gonna run that front rim until I get those parts that make the adjustments hold tight on the cones. Okay, that's it for now. Chime in if you have info about the 34 and 37 Schwinns, especially how to tell the difference between a 34 and a 37. It will help one of our subscribers out. And I do have a book somewhere, and I will dig it up eventually, but it's behind there. Yeah, it's in a box behind all this. It's gonna be a while. So you guys better chime in. And this bike is also for sale, as you know. This little Hollywood. And that's on Shopify. There's a link in my descriptions. Okay, you guys be good and tune in to Hoosier Cycle. Guys in a parallel universe. Okay, see ya.